After the affair, my partner minimized my pain and wanted me to get over it faster than I could, which is not okay. Hi, Gabrielle. Thank you so much for sharing this. I'm really glad you shared this detail about your previous partner minimizing your pain, because that really helps me understand the rest of your comments and put things in a different perspective. So if your partner, or if anyone's partner, is dismissing you when you're trying to talk about your feelings, or invalidating you and telling you your feelings are wrong or don't matter, or gaslighting you, by telling you that things didn't happen that way, that's not what they meant, whatever, then I think it is appropriate to have a more assertive, maybe even aggressive conversation with them where you talk about what they have done, how you're feeling about that, and maybe you take the gloves off a little bit and kind of try to break through some of what they're doing, so they can really, really try to hear you and get it. But if your partner hasn't done that, if your partner is showing up, is trying to talk to you, is not trying to rush you through the healing process, is trying to listen and validate you and reassure you, and is not really getting defensive or trying to shut down, then I would really, really encourage you to try to have a softer, kinder, compassionate approach to your partner where you focus on their behavior and your feelings in response to that behavior. Because as soon as we go down the path of attacking their character and saying anything we want in, a mean or hurtful way, that's much more likely to make them shut down and avoid us and stop talking to us, which is ultimately going to prevent our healing as a couple. Now, you might say, well, we shouldn't care about healing as a couple. We should care about healing ourselves first, and then we could address the couple. And I have a very different perspective on that, which is we cannot ignore one partner and their needs for the sake of the other partner. And if I could go back in time and talk to all these people that have had affairs before they had an affair, I would say exactly the same thing and say, this is a horrible, no good, very bad, super awful way to try to take care of yourself. And we cannot do this because it's going to destroy your partner. I can't do that. But what I can do is try to help both partners move forward and heal without causing more pain to the other. I really think about it like, when a marriage or a long-term relationship is in distress, both people are underwater and both people are drowning. And I'm there in the boat trying to pull them both up and help them recover. I can't just let one person keep drowning. I have to start with the person who's drowning the most, right? And usually that's the betrayed partner. We really need to focus on them. But as we're trying to pull that person up, I don't want them to push their other partner down by telling them, horrible things and constantly threatening them and constantly threatening to leave. That actually diminishes their ability to help the other one get better. So we have to take care of both at the same time. If somebody tells me they don't care about saving the marriage, then I'll say, yeah, we can do whatever we want. We don't have to think about the other person. We just focus exclusively on you. But if what we really want is to save the marriage, and I am very pro saving the relationship or the marriage, then I can't ignore the needs of one partner. Because the truth is, both people are traumatized. The person who did the betraying was traumatized long ago, before they even got into this relationship, most likely. And the person who was betrayed is more recently traumatized. So I have two traumatized individuals, and I will never be good with the idea of saying whatever we want, however we want, to the other traumatized person, even though they did something and had behavior that was really awful. So I think we need our partners to keep listening to us. We need our partners to keep validating us. We need our partners to keep reassuring us. And they can only do this when they feel safe enough to talk to us. And odds are, as I said, that they are kind of avoidant. They have an avoidant attachment style, conflict avoidant, and they are fearful of our reactions and how we're going to make them feel. And they have a lot of shame. So we need to be mindful of this. We still can talk to them and say whatever we want, but let's do it with a kind, compassionate lens, right? Let's talk about our feelings. Describe them in elaborate detail if you want. Let's talk about their behavior and how harmful their behavior was to our worldview, our ability to sleep, our ability to function, all of that. Let's not destroy their characters. When we tell people, say whatever you want, however you want, we're giving them permission to destroy their partner's character, and that will ultimately destabilize the relationship further. And that's why I don't feel that. I don't think that's a great idea, and I don't do that. So hopefully that helps. Let me know what you think.